turn on,
tune in,
and surf on the radio waves.
Da, 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 da.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA.
Hello everyone, welcome to Teen Waves. On today's sessions we are going to hear multiple things. So first we are going to start with Clotilde and Elisa, who are going to tell us 3 things to discover about New York.
What makes New York City so special?
We personally thought about 3 things.
First of all, how can we talk about New York without mentioning the famous yellow cab?
It's definitely impossible.
Well, can you imagine that these taxis have not always been yellow? They were originally red and green. Unbelievable, right? They only turned into their iconic color in 1912.
Wow, did you know that there is about 13,000 cabs in New York at the moment? Try to imagine the huge traffic jam. According to an organization that collects data on the traffic, the Big Apple is the second town with the most dense traffic in the world.
But is paying a cab really worth it? The answer is not every time. Indeed, in 2016, the average speed of a taxi was around 7.5 km per hour, which is close to the pedestrian speed.
Furthermore, New York is also well known as a fashion city. It's hosting twice a year the famous Fashion Week, where the greatest designers and models gather to expose the new trend that will invade the stores next season.
The difference between the other Fashion Week is that in New York, common people like you and me can be noticed and photographed in the street. There, the fashion is way more accessible. You should take a look at Watching New York Instagram accounts.
We can't deal with fashion and New York City without mentioning the famous movie The Devil Wears Prada. Released in 2006, it shows the background of a famous fashion magazine. If you haven't already watched it, this is your sign.
Eventually, did you really think that we will let you turn off the podcast without telling you about the New York architecture? Come on. Of course not.
The Big Apple is also characterized by her 251 buildings which surround you while you're walking in the city.
The highest landmark of the city peaked at 5,046 meters, including the Arrow. The One World Trade Center was built in 2014 in name of the tragic event of the 11th September 2001.
The Empire State Building is also very famous.
Do you want to know a mad thing about it?
Of course.
Its construction took only 20 months from start to finish.
Wow, Americans are truly crazy.